What's up, new cover lovers? It's, of course, the CoverBoi, and it's the CoverBoi Chronicles. And y'all know what time it is. Of course, the best time of the year, award season. But the even more better time of the year, of course, I'm talking about the Oscars. So I'm going to do my Oscars predictions. So I'll start off with, I suppose, the Best Supporting Actor. Okay, so I feel like Ethan Hawke or J.K. Simmons. Now, the reason why I say Ethan Hawke, because it took them 12 years to make this movie. Okay, Boyhood wasn't the most easiest task to make, and so, like, I feel like in the ways that it's been, nominated for, like, Best Picture and then both Best Supporting Actor and Best Supporting Actress, and directing. There's a few other things that they were nominated for, but, the heavy hitters, the one that everybody's gonna know. So, like, if it doesn't hit certain places, it definitely got the nomination, and that's more than enough. So, now J.K. Simmons, however, I feel like to me, like, he's been getting all of the awards, like, so it's almost second nature. But he did really, really well for him to be nominated in this category and be sweeping it as far as award season. Like, he done damn near got everything. He's like almost got everything. All he needs is the Oscar, and he would have had it. So that's what I'm saying. So that's my vote for that. Best Supporting Actress would either be Patricia Arquette or Keira Knightley. Now, Keira Knightley did a great job in the Imitation Game. I felt like it was a great movie. That movie, baby, you need to go see that. But great. Because that's such a tight race between them two, and both of them did such a great job. And Patricia Arquette, again, she's been sweeping, but she did a great job. Like, she did an amazing job. So that's another one for that. Best documentary film is going to, for me, either have to be Last Day in Vietnam or Finding Vivian Miner. And for me, I feel like Finding Vivian Miner is like a great photography movie, like for people who love like art and like who have that photography eye. Like, for me, I do. And it was a great experience to watch it. But I'm just saying, for me, it's something that if you have that eye, watch it. If you don't, you may learn something, so you still should watch it. It's, again, a documentary series. And, of course, Last Days in Vietnam. That was a very touching story to touch on. So, and it speaks, I guess, on, like, the Vietnamese perspective, if you will. And it's just, oh my goodness, it goes there. So my vote for the best foreign language film would be Timbuktu, or, now I feel like they're going to give it to Ida. That's Portland. I feel like they're going to give it to them, mainly because it was a strong movie, and it kind of almost gave you, like, so many. They give it to, like, really every nun, just about, like, well, they gave the nomination to Audrey for The Nun Story, and I forgot, did they give the nomination to Debbie Reynolds for The Singing Nun? It's been a lot of nuns. Regardless or not, this is another one that's been nominated, so it all depends. So, let's see. The next vote that I've got for you, I felt like Timbuktu, however, was a really, really good movie. It was a great movie, and a lot of people should watch it. Best costume design is either going to go for me to Into the Woods or Maleficent, mainly because they had to work specifically close with, like, the drawing, design, the art, like what's gonna look like and everything, so that way everything blends like water. So, like, for me, like, those are two heavy hitters in just every perspective. My next one that I'm going to call out is the best. I feel very strong and passionate about the best director. I feel like, honestly, Ryan Linkler should win, because, like, if they're not, if they snubbed the director for Selma. So hopefully, I'm talk about that later. But, like, I do feel like Boyhood should win. I really do feel like Boyhood should win that. Now, in terms of that, the best original song, I do feel like should be Glory from Selma. I do feel like that song, like, it's just, it's so, it speaks the movie. You know how a song can, like, really relate to the movie, and it's not the score, it's a song from an artist. So, like, I live. And then Grateful from Beyond the Lights, that was kind of like my second toss up in the air. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Best original score, speaking of which, I feel like we'll go to The Theory of Everything, because The Theory of Everything was just a great movie, and just, like, the movie itself just moved. That, you want to talk about art, that is art at its finest. So definitely a good look for that one. Now let's go down to the nitty gritty ones. Best animated feature film, I feel like, honestly, was the Boxcar Trolls. I feel like that one was that best year for last year. But How to Train Your Dragon 2 is like, oh my god, we're so much better than Frozen, yada 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 yada. So that's the one that's getting the most Oscar buzz. Best Picture went to for me, is either going to go to The Imitation Game, The Theory of Everything, or Selma. I feel like those three movies were the most profound movies out of the year. So hopefully that's one of the three that they pick. Okay. Now, in honor of my last, because this is the last two that I got to tell you. So last year I said 3 best actresses, right? So I'm going to do 3 again. So I got Julianne Moore for Still Alice, Felicity Jones for The Theory of Everything, and Reese Witherspoon for Wild. Now, everybody's been saying Reese is going to get it. Okay, this is the year for Reese. Then Felicity, everybody's like, she's going to pull the Lupita Nyong'o out of everybody. And so I'm like, alright, cool, that may work. And then Julianne Moore gets, like, the buzz of them all and has been winning all of them, but she did an amazing performance. Not to say anybody else didn't do one, but I'm just saying that's a hell of a performance that Julianne Moore did. So that's a lot to consider. So those are my votes for Best Actress. Best Actor is going to either go to, I'm all for the hashtag British Invasion, so it's either going to go to Eddie Redmayne or Benedict Cumberbatch. Not to say that Steve Carell wasn't worthy enough to win one, but honestly, I just feel like it's either one of those two, because the performance behind these two characters that these men brought to life are amazing, and I applaud Steve Carell for doing some Betty Davis stuff. You know, I applaud him for that. I thank him for that. You know, stepping outside of your character, that's amazing. So, but anyways, for I also wanted to say for the best actress, like, don't, they would dare not to give it to Marilyn. They better not give it to Marilyn. Don't give it to Marilyn. But anyway, speaking of hashtags, y'all should tweet the show. New cover lovers, CoverBoi Chronicles, my like page, my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram. Be sure to like, comment, and y'all know what to do. Subscribe to TheSpiritsoulstar, my YouTube channel, and let me know what you guys felt about this lovely video of the Oscar predictions. Okay? Let me know what you guys' predictions for the Oscars are too. Alright? Bye.